Today is a brand new day, and welcome to it. Welcome to this day. Uh, yeah, just really amazing to be here, on this earth at this time in this body. It's just very curious and exciting, and there's a lot of things that my human has codes for, has these like instructions built in for, seemingly like in my soul or in my DNA or something, that are starting to come online now, that are starting to be awakened, and I can start to see the amalgam, the coagulation of all these different parts of me and what they could possibly become. And it's like seeing those possibilities and also collapsing them, where it's not just like sit in the well of infinite possibilities forever. It's like we choose a possibility, it collapses down, the possibilities, and we keep collapsing possibilities until we're in our dream life. So like as long as we're maintaining that vision, that goal, that frequency of like where we want to be, and act as if we already are that, or we embody it in the now, then that reality will be reflected in our outer world. So yeah, uh, I'm curious to know if there's any codes being awakened in you, that you see like any patterns that you are beginning to recognize within your own life, like how you may have always had a passion for something and it went away, but now you're rediscovering it. And during that period where you didn't have that passion, like you were learning some life skills, so now you have passion infused with life skills. You see? Yeah. So careful selection. Careful selection here. Being discerning is incredibly important. Knowing if something resonates with you or not is important. Harmony and accountability. Harmony and accountability. So some of the like reverse things that you may be feeling now, where we're gonna alchemize into the more light version of things, the more dark things. On the flip side of justice here, losing balance, lost the wrong decision, persistence is on here, lawlessness, conflict, intolerance. So things like that. If you're feeling any of those things, um, if you're feeling any of those things, let's transform them. So keep those in your field for right now. And as I list these positive, these I'm gonna call them light qualities. As I list these light qualities, take those feelings of the darkness of justice and let's alchemize it into the light side. So, equilibrium, harmony, fairness, accountability, integrity, conscientiousness, careful selection, conscious review, right decision. So now just breathe and feel the dark being brought to the light, and how much of a relief that feels like. Just sitting there for just a second. Just sitting there for just a second. And that's how simple it is to transmute, these darker feelings into ones more of light. Um, it's about being willing to offer up the dark parts into the light rather than just scrolling them away, because once we bring them to the light, then they are seen. Then we have to look at them, and that's uncomfortable. But guess what? We get through that if we stick through that uncomfortable feeling and just be present with this dark element of ourselves. Then it will be honored. It will be honored and respected as part of you, as part of us, and will be reintegrated into the psyche as part of the whole. And then, something new might pop up in its place, but that's okay. Because we'll just keep doing it again and again. And I'm speculating that one day, it's going to be very few and far between these like dark shadow elements of ourselves. Yeah, but it's just even now looking back at my life, there's so many like light things that have been given to me by source, by the universe, by the divine, that they're starting to shine so incredibly bright, brighter than the darkness, the dark qualities of myself. And that's not to say that it's just overpowering and just burying it in more light. No, it's like illuminating. It's a searching light. It's a seeking light. It's not just static. It actually goes and finds these things that are within me and shines light on them. So I find that pretty interesting. Yeah. So today is going to be about acceptance, peace, and ease. I think that's what today is the vibe of today is acceptance and just letting things be how they're gonna be. All right, patience, perseverance, hard work, practice, ritual, profoundness, trustworthiness, safety, caution, calmness, seriousness, loyalty, maturity, and pleasure. We have the fire sign mixed with the earth sign here. Hmm. Yeah, this what we're building here comes from routine. What we're building here comes from a place of security, not in the sense of material security, but security and confidence in ourselves. That's where this is going to come from, is the confidence within ourselves. And that's going to give us what we want, what we desire really. Like, it's I think about my what is it? My gene keys. I think about my gene keys and how one of the nodes is uh, the either the strength ability or something like that to see or to take small steps leading to bigger things. Like that might be something I need to work on, but the point still stands that you do take 10 small steps towards something. It might equal just one big step, but that big step might look so insurmountable that you don't even take the step. So it's like those 10 little steps are actually, uh, it's easy to make a small, tiny little step and then another one and another one. And I'd say that with like stuff that we're building, these like dreams that we have, where we have these big dreams and we want them here today, but things happen through time. Things perceivably happen linearly. All right. So achievement, planning, ambition, travel, events in a partnership, growth, initiative, successful negotiation, correct orientation. So we're getting some good stuff here. Um, this definitely does feel like a business growing, a business plan, the partnership being one of a mutual benefit. It may not be a business, but I think business could be a strong theme here. We also got the sun in reverse, which means little joy, partial success, happiness changes, late success but full of surprises, complacent after achieving success. So that might be like a bit of a warning for us. Like we're not at that point where we've achieved that level of success that we want, but we just need to keep in mind that is what we're desiring. Once we get it, is it going to fulfill us, or is it going to bring us this little joy or partial success where we put a lot of time into something and yes, we got it, but then what's the actual real payoff here? Is it like just money? Is it just to have a bunch of new friends? Like what is the actual goal here? And it's just a reminder that we will be reminded once we achieve our goal, based on the feeling, the vibration of if we feel complete and whole with it, versus trying to fill the whole, like, we have the success. It's almost like the success will just naturally like fill us up with like joy and happiness just by the fact of we're alive and we accomplish something. But if we try to take that accomplishment and intellectualize it and say, okay, I'm gonna take this thing, that means I'm this now, that means I'm this now, it's like, well, just like let it relax, let it more like absorb into the being, and like integrate your wins, integrate your success. All right, so we're getting a couple wands here. Initiative, extrovert, an important and exciting message. Courage, optimism, leadership, enthusiastic, self-motivated, creative potential, and inspiration. Yeah, we're building something here for sure. We're building something here for sure. That's the Page of Wands, and he's looking at his staff in sort of like reverence, and that's like appreciating the creativity. That's appreciating the creative nature that we all have within ourselves. So I think it's cool that we are so introspective, but then also like extroverted, if that makes sense. Like, we ascribe like introvert, extrovert to ourselves, but we can have tendencies of both. Where, I have some extrovert tendencies, but I am mostly an introvert. So I think it's just like we have this special combination within us of different elements that can contribute to reaching a harmonious sort of conclusion here. Yeah. All right. So I just want to give a couple more messages here. These are from the angel numbers. So I'm just curious what like is a signpost on the road that we walk. So if we look up at the street sign, what does that street sign say to us? Take action. So yeah, a lot of fire energy, a lot of taking action, a lot of uh, transcending our shame and our guilt, and some of the things that may be not in line with our moral compass. We're going to shed those. We're going to leave those at the door. We're not going to keep carrying that shame and that guilt upon us. We're going to forgive ourselves with that. So this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you'll accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. So again, small steps, small steps. Small steps are going to be how you get to the prize. I think of this like exercise that was in the Creative Act of Living, the Rick Rubin book, where they said just okay, told an artist to write like 2 lines a day, or like even 1 line a day, and it doesn't seem like much, but like even just getting that ball rolling of just doing one line would make it like, well, as long as I'm here, doing 1 line, let me do two, let me do four, oh, just let me do a verse, let me do the, and then by the time you're done, like you have a full song sort of deal. It's not going to happen every time. Some days you might only just be able to get that 1 line out, but the point being is that it's small, consistent things that are attainable. So it's like to roll out a full social media campaign within a day, probably not going to happen. But give it a month, yeah, sure. Do a little bit every day. Take some time to strategize, take some time to research and fabricate the plan. You know what I'm saying? Like things don't need to happen all at once. Like you are going to have it tomorrow. People always say like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna live till tomorrow. I don't. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, but it's like if you're on this path, if you're being supported by God, if you're favored by God, you're gonna have it tomorrow because you're here for a purpose. And if you haven't reached that purpose yet, then you're still going to be here, and on the path to fulfilling that purpose. So yeah, hope, new beginnings, a fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. So then, what would a message be from our higher selves if they were to deliberate and come to a conclusion on a message for all of us right now that we would need to hear for our greatest good? What would something like that be? All right, drop your shields. The shield guardian. Yeah, it's there's really no enemy. It's like we had these shields up because they're defensive mechanisms from our human conditioning. But like discernment is so big. I'm big on discernment right now, where discernment is crucial, where it's like we can drop our shields if we're discerning about it, where it's like we will let in things or we'll be available to things, but we're going to use discernment to see what we're actually going to let in. You see, so it's like discernment is like a choice mixed with intuition. So it's like it's making an intuitive choice, if that makes any sense. So drop your shields. Let's be a little bit more vulnerable to life while also knowing that we are protected and also practicing discernment. Yeah, take note of intuitive messages. The moon, the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So if something just feels right, or like there's a song or some or lyrics that pop up in your head, or just like you think of a random thing, like maybe give it a little bit more credence than you normally would. Where it's like if you just think, oh, that's funny. Like, oh, I thought about that. That's kind of funny. That's kind of the mark for me where it's like, oh, that was probably my intuition. And then the sun, enjoy success and happiness. So yeah, we got the moon and the sun here, the masculine and the feminine here, that balance, that harmony. So the sun, enjoy success and happiness. That's what we get to do right now. I drew a card last night. It was the lady, and it was enjoy growth and reap reward. So this is, this is a season of kind of getting what is ours, of claiming our power and reaching out and grabbing these things that are meant for us, that are supposed to be like for us, but we've been denying ourselves for so long. So that's kind of the vibe here. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Stargazer at the bottom of the deck. Set your sights higher. uh, it's like we may be dreaming big, but it's like dream bigger. Gotta dream bigger. Like it's like we're still dreaming about worldly success. It's like we're talking interdimensional success here. We're talking like multiple timeline success. We're talking like ripple wave success. So I mean, just set your sights bigger to just like making it in the material world, because it's temporary, it's fleeting, and we're gonna move on to the next thing after this. So that is what I have for you. So thank you for being here, for sharing this space with me. These are really fun to do, and I'm always surprised with what comes out. So thank you for being here. All right, thank you.